My mom beat shege. As in, beat shege. Come up for my head. As in, if you are not Nigerian, beat shege, it means they whoop your ass to the extent that if you didn't have brain before, the brain came back. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Beveline and you are at my YouTube channel, my YouTube house. You know what's up. So if this is your first time, please, you are welcome, and I hope you are convinced to actually subscribe and like and on the notification bell. So today I'm going to be doing something I've thought about for a while, and they say no idea is new. So basically I've been thinking of doing a story time with makeup, but I've been trying to think of how to make it short as possible. So a couple of days ago, I don't know when this video is going to be published, but anyways, a couple of days ago I saw a fellow YouTuber do the same thing, which was a makeup and story time. I'm just going to be prepping my face while I talk. So and I'll be looking at the screen as well, because I'm not, you know, the lens, because I'm doing makeup. I need to see what I'm doing, so doesn't matter. Look at my eye, look at my eyeball. Okay. So sorry. So basically what I'll be doing is I'll be doing a makeup look and I will be telling a story. So I've tried because I really wanted to do story time, and I've done one story before, but that was without makeup. So what's it called? So that was without makeup, but today I thought, okay, let me try and do the makeup and story time, because then it makes the work much easier for me, right? So I'm gonna be telling you guys a story today, and this happened to me. Okay, like I came to this country at the age of 12, which was 2002. And what do I need? Okay, primer. So and you know, so there was an episode that I will never forget in my life that happened at home, you know. So basically what I'll be doing is I'm just going to be telling you guys, I'm just going to be gisting you what happened, okay? And then you guys are going to tell me after this if you like story time, if it's something I should continue, because I have a lot of stories to tell. But I was thinking of just saying the stories on its own, but I think maybe I could actually be doing makeup while telling the story. So let me know what you think. So I'm just going to be putting this primer on my smile lines as well, my nose, and I'm going to be doing my brows off camera, because these brows I will do it 2 seconds outside camera. When I want to do it camera, when I want to show you, it will start doing like a wish. So what I'll do is I'm going to pause this and then quickly do my brows, and I'm going to come back and then, you know, gist you all that story. Meanwhile, remember to subscribe. Okay guys, so I did my brows off camera. It's looking like whatever, but it is what it is. It's looking like two cousins today, but that's okay. So let's go to the story time real quick. I have 45 minutes to do this makeup. Hopefully it will take lesser time than 45 minutes. Let me see how the lighting is. Okay. Get the light closer. Okay, so we're gonna do this now. So as I told you guys, I came to Denmark year 2002, and before then I was staying with my dad, you know, in Edo State, Benin City to be precise, Nigeria, you know, representing. So yeah, so let's go back to the back. So anyways, when growing up, you know, as a kid, you know, my dad, you know, he was all right financially, right? So I had a dope childhood, like, because my dad had money, you know. And you know, with Africa, you know, it's the person that has money that is, you know, that is having money, you know. Anyways, that's beside the point. So I grew up with bicycle. If you know us as kids, you know that our compound, everyone had bicycles. So so I was saying, so I grew up with bicycles, isn't it? And you know, though we weren't allowed to, we could only like bike in the house, right? And the compound was big enough for 5 kids to be roaming around with bicycles, so it was fine, you know. And I'm just gonna be using this NYX palette for my eyes. So let's go to the gist. So I was used to, you know, biking already, you know. So I came to Denmark, and for you guys who don't know, you know, Denmark is a bicycle country, you know. Actually the whole Scandinavia and some other European countries, because like Netherlands, they're also into bicycles. Why can't I zoom? Okay, so this thing needs to be like very close to me. 2 seconds, guys. Okay, I think it's better like this. So as I was saying, so I came to Denmark, and I realized that, you know, Denmark, you know, kids, adults, you know, were on bicycles. So of course I told my mom that I also want a bicycle. Mind you, when I came to this country, my kid brother Trevor and my kid sister Natasha, they were already born. Trevor was a year plus at that time, you know, and Nicole was Natasha was yeah, Natasha is 18 now. So yeah, Natasha was still a baby then. So anyways, so I pleaded my parents, which is my mom and my stepdad, to buy me a bicycle, you know. And also because I had to take my kid siblings to the kindergarten and then also go to school, you know. So a bicycle would have actually made my life easier. You know, I could just take the bike, either use the bike to take them to school, or if I could get the bicycle that has the seat at the back. But if I couldn't have that, then I could just park my bicycle somewhere, take my siblings to school or kindergarten, and then take the bicycle to my school. You know, that was a good plan. So I was begging and begging and begging for a bicycle, and I didn't get one. So for some reason, I don't know why, I got the idea that I should now steal bicycles. So that was how I stole bicycle. That was how, you know, I stole bicycle. So, but the thing now was that I had some friends, 2 sisters at that time, you know, they were related to the pastors in our church at that time. And what is it called? So they were friends of mine, and you know, we're close. So I told them my dirty deeds, asked me where I stole the bicycle. I was and by this time I will be maybe 13, 14 at that time. So I took my kid sister to school one day, and one parent had a bicycle with the seat at the back, and she left the bicycle unlocked. So what did I do? I stole the bicycle. First, I just carried the bicycle. I took the bicycle first, went to hide it somewhere else, then took my kid sister in. When I came out, and I went to the place I went to go and hide it, you know. And that was how I started using the bicycle. Now ask me what my mom said about the bicycle. So I went to my mom myself, and I was like, I found the bicycle at the because we had this big call it cart in Danish, what do you call it now, like big dustbin where you can throw big things like furnitures, bicycles, yada yada yada, you know. And then at that time, you know, white people, they throw things off even though it's not like dead. Africans, when we throw something off, you know, it's dead to the dead, right? But so I just said, oh, they threw this out, and it was just some, it just has some what's it called, some oh god, Danish has really messed up my language. I was about to say something, but that was in Danish and not in English. Kill, oh my god, what is it called in English? The thing that the thing that oh my god, I don't have time for this. I need to get ready on time today. Why is the word not coming to me? You know this thing now, the thing that goes like, not the pedals, but the round thing. If I remember the name, I'll write it on the screen so you know what I mean. But anyways, yeah, so I just told her that that was what was, you know, that was what was defect, and that was the reason why they trade off, you know. So she said, okay. So that's how I started stealing bicycles. So one day, and which made my life obviously much easier, and also because something else happened on my way to school at the time, and if I had a bicycle, I wouldn't have been in that situation, you know. Well, that is another story for another time. So what's my time saying? Hold on, guys. Okay, got it. Quick. So anyways, what happens? So yeah, so one fateful day, should I call it fateful day, I came back from school, you know. Apparently those people I call my friends, you know, told their sister, which was like their mom, and their mom told my mom, and their mom was the deaconess, the pastor's wife of our church, you know. So of course, sorry to say, but she came up with all this Christian bullshit, you know, yada yada yada. So my mom said, okay. So one day, one fateful day, I came back from school, you know, and my mom tells me to sit down. I sit down. Then she asked me, she said, no, before this happens, right? Wait. Before this happens, someone had complained. Someone saw me with the bicycle from my sister's school. From my sister's kindergarten. Someone saw me with a bicycle and told my mom. And they told my mom that I stole their bicycle. And I was like, me? Steal which bicycle? How can I steal a bicycle and still take the same bicycle to the same school when I'm not dumb? My mom believed my story. When I'm not dumb, I say, no, I cannot do something like that now. You look at it now. Why will I take the same bicycle? But meanwhile, I was taking the same bicycle to the school, but I was hiding it in one corner. I wasn't taking it to the front. But still, they catch me. You understand? But anyways, my mom didn't know that at that time. So that was what happened earlier when they had asked, you know. When she had asked. So now, not knowing to me that those people that were my friends at that time, for some reason, they told their mom, you know, and their mom had told my mom, you know. So I came home from school and my mom asked me, you know, that bicycle that time, where you say you get the bicycle from? I repeated what I said. I got it from the huge what's it called? I got it from the huge bin. And then she asked me again. I was now imagining, like, why is she asking me again? As in, this matter, me and you don't talk. We've said it. We've already spoken about it like days back. Like, why is this still a conversation? But if you're African, you know, when your mom asks you a question 2 times, the same question 3 times, it's like when women, you know, you ask your guy, you ask your husband, or you ask your boyfriend a question, and you ask 2 times. You know why you're asking 2 times. If the guy has sense, he should know that you know more than he thinks you know. Do you understand? So if you're a guy and you're watching this right now, let me just tell you, if your girl asks you something, I beg, and she asks you twice, it's either the first answer you gave her she knows is a lie, or maybe she didn't understand. But most times, you know, we're just asking to give you the benefit of doubt. Okay, so going back to the story, so that was what happened though. And my mama sits me down. She said, this is the last time I'm gonna ask you about this bicycle. For my mind, Odeshi, nothing they happen. I stand by my word. I say, now so it happen, nothing they happen. What now happened? Ask me what happened. Just ask me. What happened? Oh, cool. My mom now took the phone. Yeah? Wait, first of all, let me see this foundation. My mom took her phone and called that pastor's wife. Okay? She called that pastor's wife and told that pastor's wife to call her children. Then the senior one that is supposed to be my friend inside, my best friend, now that one, 9, no, that's too dark. She was the one that came. When the girl call, I don't say water don't pass Gary. If you are Nigerian, or African, West African, you know what I mean by that. Then she said I should no, she said the chick should repeat to her what she told me, what she told my mom. So the girl now said, yeah, that I'm stealing bicycle. It's not even bicycles. I'm stealing bicycles and yada yada yada. And apparently those ones too, those girls, they also want a bicycle. You know, we all wanted bicycles, but our parents didn't give us. It's only me that have mine to you know, to gain for myself. You know? But anyways, I'm not condoning stealing. It's wrong. So that was what happened though. My mom said, thank you for the information. And she left. And that was God. Now I'm laughing but it's not funny. As in, I'm telling you, it wasn't funny. Guys, hey, my mom beat Shege. As in, beat Shege. Come off my head. As in, if you're not Nigerian, beat Shege, it means they whoop your ass to the extent that if you didn't have brain before, the brain came back. I'm telling you. Oh Lord. She beats, whoop. I finally ran out of the house. So as I ran out of the house, it was cold. And I ran out of the house without shoes or anything. And then she told me, if you don't come in here now, you will die outside. Because she will lock the door and I can't enter. I look up, I look down, there's snow on the floor. I say, Omo, just go and die now. It's better you die inside. At least you don't know, say, your mother is the one who killed you. Than you die outside on the snow. That's how Mumumi went upstairs again and went into the house. The beating enter Jatu. Oh, my mom beat me to the extent that, as in, she beat me and then she cut my hair. She beat me and then she cut my hair. And when I say cut my hair, it's not like she cut my hair like the way you would want them to cut your hair. She cut my hair like rats. You know, like the way like rats ate your hair. You know, with one hole here, one hole here, one hole here. Yeah, that was how she cut my hair. And not only that, then I had to go to school looking like that. Imagine, in a country where you are new, you can barely speak the language. Already, I was going through so much insecurities at school, you know, because I couldn't speak the language and everything, you know. And then I had to go to school looking like that. It wasn't easy. I kid you not, it wasn't easy. Anyway, to cut the story short, I ended up stealing her wig. And I don't even know which one was worse. Imagine. You know the wig of those days now, not be wig of all those sponge wigs. That was what I stole. And then I had to be wearing it at school. I'll get to school and then I'll wear it. Then when I'm coming back from school, outside, I'll put the wig. I'll come home with my rat-eating hair. That's how I survived till the hair finally grew. Thank God it wasn't like now that my hair doesn't grow. You know, guys, that was my story, my ass whooping story. It's not easy. So since then, don't ask me if I still stole any other thing from there. Don't ask me if the whooping stopped me from stealing. Don't ask me. That one will do another day. But it wasn't easy, you guys. I'm telling you. The embarrassment, as in, when I say embarrassment, as in the hair, it was only me and my siblings that were home, so that wasn't really too embarrassing. And at that time, they didn't really understand what was going on. But I kid you not, that school part. So anyways, what is there to learn in this story? What's there to learn? Okay, obviously don't steal. That one don't steal. But to African parents, there is a thin line between discipline and abuse. Most of you will be like, my mom beat me, my dad beat me, they even beat me with barbed wire. Nothing happened. I turned out okay. Who told you turned out okay? The fact that you think that is okay already shows that you didn't turn out okay. Okay? That's just the truth. The fact that you think you turned out okay shows that what? You didn't turn out okay. Because it is not okay. Okay? It is not what? It is not okay. So please guys, there is what? A thin line between discipline and abuse. Anything you are doing to, how do I say it? To shame, anything, if your method of discipline, right, is to ridicule your child, that is abuse and not correcting or disciplining the kid. And trust me, the kid is suffering instead of you correcting the kid in a loving, compassionate, affectionate, whatever manner. Instead, if you don't do that, the child won't learn in the right way. Okay? All the child learns is that mommy don't like this, or mommy say I should not do it. They do not understand the main reason why they shouldn't do this. Okay? So it is very essential, very, 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 very essential that when a child does something, you think to yourself, okay, how best can I educate this child to know better? I'll give you another small story since I'm not done with this right now. I'll give you another small story. And this, what's it called? This is also about stealing. But this is with my kid sister, okay? Our last born, not Natasha, the last born of the house. She's 9 now as we speak. I remember when she stole something from the first time, or rather the first time she was caught stealing something. I don't know if she's done it before, but at least that was the first time we knew she did it. You know, she was caught, she stole sweet from a store, and she stole that sweet for, yeah, so she stole the sweet, and I don't stay home. So I was called one day by my mom, and she's like, you know, after we finished speaking, then she told my kid sister, yeah, tell her what you did, you know, and you can hear my kid sister, she's like, you know, tell her what you did, tell her what you did. What did you do? She said, no, tell Nicole to tell you what she did today. And I said, Nicole, what did you do? My mom now said, Nicole, you better tell her what you did today, or I will tell her myself and I'll put pepper and mangi. You know what that means? It means that I will exaggerate the situation. Now, loose powder, fit me Maybelline. So I was like, okay, Nicole, what's going on? So Nicole told me, and Nicole was like, she went to a store today and she stole sweet. I was so heartbroken. I started crying. And she was like, why are you crying? No, don't cry. I won't do it again. Don't cry, you know. And then I told her, you know what? I can't talk right now. Let's talk later. And I cried. I was like, how best? As in, I'm a pedagogue, you know. So for me, I saw this as a challenge, you know. How best do I, you know, do this without this child, for this child to learn, and at the same time, you know, for this child not to go through the same, you know, that I didn't like going through, you know. So what happened? So I thought about it. I was like, okay, now what do I do for school? It has to come to, you know, to practice. It's not just by mouth. So when I finally could go to the house, you know, I went to the house and I asked, I had a talk with my kid sister, you know, and she was like, yeah, everybody has spoken to her already. I was like, yeah, that's everybody else but me, you know, so we have to talk, you know. So I asked her, I was like, so what exactly did you steal? And then she was like, yeah, she stole sweet, and she stole for herself, and she stole for my kid brother, which is older than her. My brother is 10 years older. So she also took something for him as well, you know. So I was like, okay. When she said it like that, I understood the reason why. Of course, you just don't just say you did this, and then you start quarreling with the child and start giving all sermons. First of all, ask the child while the child did whatever they did, so you understand where the child is coming from, where the child's mind is. Because most of the time, this is just a, what's it called? It's just an innocent mistake that you make to be something that is not, you know. So she said she did it, she stole, and you know, she stole 2 things, and she gave my brother one of the things. So it was when she was giving my brother, you know, my mom realized, like, where did you see that? And then she was like, oh, she took it from the store, you know. And so already there, that showed me that she didn't understand the gravity. She didn't understand what exactly she have done wrong, you know. So I was like, okay, cool. So I started explaining to her why she's not allowed to steal. So I told her, I said, right now your parents go to work all the time, right? She said yes. I said, okay, why do they go to work? So that they can have money. And okay, when they have money, what happens? Then they can buy you things that you need, and they can pay the bills in the house, right? She said yes. I said okay. Now that place you went to go steal is also someone else's job, okay? So now when you steal from there, normally when people buy things, is the things we buy that makes these people, that is their salary. So now when you steal from their salary, is the same thing as your parents going to work and they don't pay them at work. So if they don't pay them at work, would you like it? She said no. If they don't pay them at work, would they be able to buy all the things you always say you want? She said no. I say, if they went to work and then at the end of the month, they didn't get paid, but they went to work, how would they feel? And how would you feel? She said, really bad. I said, so this is what happens when you steal from people. When you steal from a supermarket, this is what it means. And then I said, and then it can also be that the child does not even understand what stealing is. Some people you just think that the child knows. The child can know the word, but does not really understand what it means to steal from a store. So I had to explain this. And I think my kid's sister was maybe 6 at the time. So I told her, I said, anytime you go to a store, you know, you have to make sure you get a receipt. That is the way you know that you didn't steal, because that shows to you and the owner of the store that you came to get something, and you know, he knows you came to get something and you paid for what you got. So no matter what, anytime you're going to a store, you might buy something. If they ask you for if you want your receipt, you always have to say yes, you know. So that was it. So guys, sorry I had to do my lips and my lashes out of cam. Hope that is okay. So anyway, so that was how I explained to my kid sister, you know, like you know, so you have to make sure you do have a receipt, you know, when you're leaving, you know, the store. So that is a way for you and the person there to know that you bought something. And then I also said, if you're caught stealing by the cops, you know, the cops comes, and then she said, yeah, but if the cops comes, then she's gonna run off. I say, you can't run off, because then they're gonna catch you. She's like, no, I'm very fast. You know, that's to tell you how, you know, kids think. So I was like, yeah, but then I knew at that time she was really, really scared of dogs. So I was like, they come with dogs. So I don't think, even if you can run faster than the cops, I don't think you can run faster than the dog. And then she was like, they bring dogs? I was like, yes. And you could see this, as in she was so scared. And that was it. And that was it. No more stealing for Nicole. You know? You could choose to beat her. But I don't think she would have understood why you were beating her. You beat her because she took something. And so, you know? So instead, voila. Like, this look is without... This look is without blush. Okay, this look is without blush. You want to go back with your beauty blender and then just make sure that you remove all the excess. And I could actually go like this with my hair like this, but we ain't gonna do that. So as highlight, I'm just gonna be using this from the Juvia's Place palette, from the Zulu palette. Okay, just gonna be using this. Who else is loving this look? Are you loving it? How are my lips looking? It's looking somehow. What happened? Okay, you see this so-called spray, sometimes it doesn't go with our lipsticks. So guys, don't want to wear a wig. Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing a wig, but I don't want to show you guys the wig because I'm gonna wear the wig and then do another video. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time, please, I hope you have subscribed already. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. I hope you also enjoyed the makeup look. I'm looking, you know, pang. You know, we're looking no, lipstick. Come on, what is going on? Don't do that. You don't do that. Wait, sorry, don't vex. Let's make it juicy. Juicy. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much. See you guys, and if you've not subscribed, please remember to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. And again, sorry, Beveline. If you don't know who I am, Beveline, enhanced by Bev. Bye.